What led up? How did you come to work with affordable home care?
About 9.5 years ago, I was working for another agency, and a friend of mine that worked for this agency, she was coming out here to fill out an application, and she asked me to come with her. So the day we supposed to been filling out the application, she changed her mind. I said, I'm gonna go for it. I came, fill out the application. A week later, I started working for Affordable, and I've been here ever since.
What's a typical day like for you?
Well, a particular day for me is I get up early and I get myself in the frame of mind to work. Everything at home is not in order. I leave it at home and I pray.
Why is it important to leave it at home?
What's important? Uh, You'll be surprised how people can pick up on your mood swing, your action, the way you talk. Sometimes when you're upset about something, you could be short with someone. Whatever come up can come out, and you have to be able to, what's the word I want to use? You have to be able to deal with the person on their level. And this is why I say I pray. I ask the Lord to let me have patience. Let me have a humble spirit, a caring spirit, a loving spirit. And he that dwells in me, meet what dwells in them. And I can go on that level with you. I have a good day. They can have a bad day. Before I leave, they have a good day also. It works.
You said you worked for another agency before this.
Mm-hmm.
What's different about affordable home care from the agency?
Well, the other agency is, believe it or not, I worked for that agency about 19 or 20 years. And before that, I worked with abused children in a group home setting. And I was able to relate going from one end of the spectrum to the other end of the spectrum. And I found out something. Twice a child, once an adult. And a lot of time we respect our elders, but sometimes we have to let them know and show love, embrace, just like we would children. And they relates to that. Let them know that they're not thrown away, that someone care. That's what it's all about, caring. And it works for me. And that other agency, I went into homes and where other aides had problems, caregivers, I didn't. Because I knew how to start my day.
What about the company? How's the company treat you, Affordable Home Care?
Well, you know what? That company treated me good too. Periodically, they'll call me and say, don't you want to come back to work? And I tell them no. Because I'm getting older and I'm comfortable where I am. And I have found out that Affordable works with the aides to the point where the other job, I used to have to drive all over. But it didn't make sense me living in where I live now and have to drive 50 miles. It defeats the purpose. And Affordable is very agreeable, and they works with me, and I can work with them. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I ever been offered a case or have a case that I said no, because it worked for me as it worked for them, because they was able to compare the cases with me, and I read it and whatever, and I go give it a try. And I like it. It works for me.
What keeps you here? Why do you stay with Affordable Home Care?
We have a working relationship. And when I say a working relationship, I get utmost respect. And I try and I hope that I give them the respect that they give me.
What's an example of respect they give you?
Well, I try to walk circumspectly. It's kind of like the job itself. I don't bring my issues on my job. I come here to do a job. And whatever my problem is, I leave it outside the door.
So, but how do they show you respect?
They respect, by me respecting them, they respect me. And maybe it's the friendliness, the love that's being shown. And I'm able to talk to them. And they don't jump to the wrong conclusion. There's been times when a situation happened and I get a phone call. I said, nah, I don't think so.
Phone call from who?
Maybe it been from Austin or my supervisor. And I said, no. And the thing of it is, they believe what I say. And they may call me a day or two later and say, you know, you was right. What you said was true. And it works.
How do you feel when you get that call?
Well, when I got the call, I can honestly say, nah, that ain't me. Because I know me. When I go into someone's home, I respect their home just like I do my own. I don't misuse their phone, their television. I don't eat their food. I don't go in to take over. It's not mine. I'm there to do a job. They're not to feed me. I'm not supposed to use their car or whatever unless I'm taking them someplace or whatever. But I always tell them, I'd rather drive my car. And it works. I don't breed them. I let them think that it's their doing, not mine. You have to be careful with the words you use and know how to use your words wisely. Now, I could have a client need to go to the doctor and they want to drive their car, but no, I may not be coming with them driving their car. I say, you sure you want to drive? I said, don't you want to sightsee? Let me drive. Let's ride in my car. It works every time.
Have you ever had a situation where there wasn't good chemistry with somebody? And what happened if that was the case?
It might have, but I never did know it. When I say that it might have, I may have went on a job for a couple of days as they open up a case. And me being me, I'm being friendly, and I give them respect. If I went to my doctor walked in the room. Hello, Miss Anderson, how you doing today? I go into their home. Hello, Miss So-and-so, how you doing today? How you feel today? I don't get common. I'm there to do a job. I'm there to show love. And if I can't do that, that means I don't have no business being there. And I talk to them. and let them know I'm going to respect you. And I have no doubt you're going to respect me. And I know people are people. We all have our bad days.
What about benefits? Does the company offer you any benefits? And if so, what kind of benefits?
Yeah, they offer me benefits, but I'm of age. I have double benefits in a sense of speaking. When I say I'm of age, I get Social Security too. So, but they offer me things.
Like,
I take advantage of some of the things, and some I don't. I don't need to.
what benefits do you like that they offer?
What I like, I like paid holidays because I'm a mother, I have children, I have family. Now, if I'm scheduled to work a holiday, I don't think it's fair to my coworker to call in to take off. What I did, what I have done down through the years, I choose another day to celebrate, for instance, Thanksgiving. I may do it that Sunday. It's Christmas fall on the day that I have to work. I go to work. Me and my family celebrate later because my children are adults. I let them go visit their other family, other friends,
Sure.
and it has worked down through the years.
What about, what if someone was thinking about becoming a caregiver? Would you recommend affordable home care? And if you would, why?
Oh, sure, I recommend affordable home care, but I would have to tell affordable home care. They ask me about a job, and I recommend them. I say on the outside, they seem like they want to work, they're a good person, but I really can't say. Being a caregiver is not just a job. You have to have a purpose. You have to, how would I say that? I knew years ago that I was a caregiver when I was a teenager. And the thing of it is, everybody can't do this type of work. If you're short patient, and if only somebody you care about it is yourself, you need to look for another physician. If no one can talk to you, if you can't let words hit your back and let it roll off like water on a duck's back sometime, the job is not for you.
So there's a lot of companies people could work for, a lot of care facilities and whatnot. Why would you recommend affordable home care, or would you recommend?
I would, because the way they treated me. They showed love. They showed respect.
Who's they?
Mr. Adele, Greg, Austin, my supervisor. I'm not going to call them and tell them a lie just to be off from work. And there's time when every couple of years I go to my family reunion. Every year I take off, I go to Alabama. Believe it or not, I plan to go in April. My mother be 93 years old, and I tell my clients, I treat you just like I would treat my mother. Because I'm not there with her every day, and somebody have to take care of her. And I don't want her mistreated, and I'm not going to mistreat anyone else.
So how does that figure in with affordable home care?
It works. They work with me, and I work with them.
Is there anything else you want to tell us about affordable home care that maybe if a person was thinking about using this service and they watched this video and there was something that maybe they didn't know that they should know about the kind of people or the kind of company that says, what would you tell them?
They're going to send the right person to you. It ain't going to be no anybody. And if you and the person don't gel, They will send the person that you do jail with. And the people that are employed by Affordable, it's just not know anybody. They are trained.
What kind of training?
Oh, there's all type of training. In-house training. You can go back to school. And hey, it works. And the thing of it is, hand-on training. And if you may not have transportation, they even have transportation to make sure you get there.
How do you feel about that?
Fine. I thank the Lord I haven't had to call them yet. But it may come a day I might have to. They're there.
But all companies do that, right?
Not necessarily.
What do you mean?
Some company has transportation, some don't. I have seen a couple that do not.
Does that make a difference in the...
It can make a big difference whether the caregiver there on time or the caregiver's late. It makes a difference where they have to be there at midnight and whether they have to be there at 9 o'clock in the morning. It can make a big difference.
Any final words you want to share with people that might be thinking about going with affordable home care, whether they're a caregiver or a client?
Well, looking at the client, if you want someone to come into your home and respect it, show love to your loved one, someone you can trust in, someone you can believe in, try affordable. And as for different ones I have come in contact with and asked me about jobs and so forth, I say, oh, I work for Affordable. I can give you the number. You can go online and fill out the application and so forth. I said, but let me tell you something first. If you're going for the wrong reason, don't call. I say, cause my name means something. If I give you the name and say, Ethel say call, you need to do the job. If you can't do that, forget the number. And I'm serious. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. And I have had people ask me, I say, do you truly want a job? I say, if you're not going to work, if you think you're going to come in there and change the dramatics of the job, it's best you look somewhere else. It's not going to work.
Why?
For the simple reason, why would you said you coming in to work weekends. You work one weekend and the next week you want to work days and you want to change the dynamics of the program and the home. And a caregiver who's been there for 6 months, that's not right. And don't come to work for a month and think you can come in and say, oh, I don't feel like going to work today. And you call in. Think about the other person. It's more than you. And when I tell them that, they don't call. And 1 or 2 have called. Maybe they had something else going for them or whatever. I don't know. But I know what works for me.
One last thing. Do they listen to your ideas? Do you ever have ideas that you suggestions? Do they listen?
Oh, yeah.
And who listens?
How should I put this? When something bothers me, I walk through the door. I speak to my supervisor. I wave at Austin, and there's Greg here. And I say, oh, he's here. Austin, could you come into Greg's office, me and you and him talk? That's the way I am. And they listen. That's the most important thing. They listen. And they have been a help to me, and I hope that I've been a help to them.
On that note, beautiful.